A major WWE star has been pulled from SmackDown. Plus, the reason for a Raw title match change has been revealed, and multiple NXT stars competed at the Raw taping last night. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Some rough news for Iron Drew to get us started today. Drew McIntyre was set to, on Friday, along with Sheamus, challenge the Usos for the Undisputed Tag Team titles. That's not happening now.
No, unfortunately not. This is because Drew tweeted last night, "Unfortunately, I am medically disqualified to compete this Friday on SmackDown. I don't like to miss any shows, as everybody knows, but I promise I'll be back soon." And yeah, it's true what he says in the tweet. Drew doesn't like to make to miss too many shows. I think twice recently, in the past sort of few months, there's been reports of him battling through illness to wrestle on shows. And in this case, it seems as though it might be an injury or something. He's medically disqualified.
Medically disqualified could be a number of things.
Okay.
I know we shouldn't speculate. But let's speculate. No. There's a few things I think it could potentially be. Injury-based, possibly COVID-based.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's still sort of a thing that's knocking around, but WWE don't like to talk about that. We don't know. So how about I stop speculating about speculating and wish Drew McIntyre full and speedy recovery. Absolutely. There will be a tag title match on SmackDown on Friday. Replacing Drew McIntyre is going to be Butch from the Brawling Brutes.
Butch.
Represented Birmingham. I'm glad of that. Be all right, that will. West Midlands represented.
I can do it. I'm Butch representing West Midlands.
It's like he's here.
I don't know why I've got to go quieter to do it.
It's been a strong morning for the West Midlands.
Jude Bellingham? The England footballer Jude Bellingham's really good at football.
Well, there you go. There's three reasons why it's a strong day, because it's Jude Bellingham representing the West Midlands for football, Pete Dunne, Butch, getting a shot at the SmackDown tag titles, and for some reason Lenny Henry's trending on Twitter. So it's a good day all round.
Hopefully it's for a good reason.
I think it is.
Okay,
you watch this bit of the news age like milk.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Raw from last night. We were meant to see Elias and Matt Riddle challenging for the tag team titles. Didn't quite happen the way it was supposed to, because Elias got battered backstage.
Yes.
Matt Riddle pulled in a favour and got a tag partner in the form of Kevin Owens to replace him. Fightful Select posted that Elias was not listed as Matt Riddle's partner for the night, and instead had a different partner listed that accentuates the story. So wanted to touch on this, as like people might have thought, is Elias injured?
I certainly did, yeah.
Is there something going on there? But really it's just to build the storyline of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and it adds more to have Kevin Owens pop up randomly like a powerbomb in that match and come to the rescue of Matt Riddle and add a little bit more friction between he and Sami Zayn. So Elias took a step back to allow some storyline to progress. There was a great little bit after the match that paid homage to a legend of WWE as well.
There was, because after the Usos won the match, the beating Matt Riddle and Kevin Owens, Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn joined in and they all beat down the babyfaces. And during the beatdown, Solo Sikoa performed the old Umaga Samoan spike.
Do you know how that works? It's very clever.
In kayfabe.
No. So what it is like you obviously you take your thumb and there's a little sensitive part on your neck. So when you apply enough pressure,
Okay, then. Fair enough. I don't know how long he's going to do this for. I'll continue with the next story, and hopefully Tom will wake up when he is needed. Top contenders matches have been confirmed for next week's Raw. As a result of winning a pair of triple threat matches last night on Raw, Alexa Bliss faces Bayley next to determine the number one contender for the Raw Women's Championship. They've also continued to tease that Bliss may be about to turn heel or align with Bray Wyatt, perhaps, with the Firefly logo appearing on the screen behind her. And she's often been a little bit more disinterested in good guy babyface antics recently as well, hasn't she?
She also needed her sister Abigail. I think if we don't get a Bray Wyatt Alexa Bliss reunion, I think what's the point in all of this happening?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily totally in favour of it, because I liked Bliss the most when she was the goddess Bliss. But I have faith that if they do reunite them under Triple H's booking, maybe it'll be a bit better than it has been previously. Also next week, Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley will compete to determine Austin Theory's next US Championship opponent. There was a bit of an argument as well between the two competitors that ended with a pull-apart brawl.
You got very cross with my attempt at Bachelor Awards degree earned clickbait. Just to wind you up with a little headline, because when I put the news together, I put little headlines.
I didn't get very annoyed. I saw it and went, no. I scoffed at this upcoming headline.
Because you put because I put TNA star gets attacked on Raw, and basically it was Bobby Lashley spearing Petey Williams.
That sounds like Dixie Carter herself appeared in the crowd. But no, Petey Williams,
TNA
WWE
star got attacked on Raw.
WWE agent Petey Williams was attacked during the pull-apart brawl between Lashley and Rollins that I just mentioned. One person who got speared by Lashley, in fact, was the former X Division legend Petey Williams.
I saw a few people tweeting, "Is this how we bring in Braun Breaker?" Like Petey Williams, who was like Scott Steiner's buddy.
Oh, you've hurt my little family friend.
You hurt my friend. I'm gonna get my nephew on you.
Oh, yeah.
This is how we do it. This is the arrival of Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker at the minute is in the middle of I don't know if you've been watching NXT regularly, but he's in the midst of a wonderful build to his title match at NXT Deadline, which is this Saturday, I believe. Same night as Final Battle.
That is the final battle.
Yes, he has a title match against Apollo Crews at Deadline, and the feud's been like a friendly one. So they met up in the diner last week and talked about each other's strengths and weaknesses.
They had broke bread, didn't they? They were just like, "Hey, I think you're good at the wrestling."
He reaches for his coffee, and Apollo Crews goes, "Sugar," and Braun's like, "Give me that." Because Apollo Crews knows the future, so he knew that he was going to have sugar in the coffee.
I was really sad because it was going so well. I thought he was going to go sugar. He was going to go, "Yes, darling."
Yeah.
As all great lovers do.
They make their entrances in like matching dressing gowns.
That'd be a dream. Anyway, speaking of NXT, as is customary on a Monday, a few NXT stars got a run out for main event tapings. Who was on last night?
Yes, at the Raw taping itself for main event, we had Katana Chance, one half of the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, taking on Tamina. This, interestingly, we believe, marks her second main roster appearance, the first being
the Rumble.
The 2019 Women's Royal Rumble, where she did the legs around the post and what a main roster debut that is.
Yeah.
So that was when she was known, obviously, as Casey Catanzaro. But now Katana Chance is back in the fold, it seems. Trick Williams also competed against Cedric Alexander. Trick Williams, it says here, has also took part in a dark match in 2021, teaming with Carmelo Hayes against the Viking Raiders. So interesting to see Trick Williams there in singles action, because he normally plays the role of like Hayes' lackey, who occasionally teams with him. So it's nice to see him get a solo run out as well.
Yeah, and I think Trick Williams is a beefy boy. I think he'll do well.
Oh, he will do well.
And
so will Hayes. Like, they're both really good.
There's been some good call-ups, I have to say. So in the NXT, in WWE Triple H era,
yes,
there's been some good call-ups. Sokoa being a brilliant one. You know, like what a way to bring in your guy, debuting at Clash of the Castle.
At first I was like, really, they're going to use an NXT guy to... There's the finish of this huge match, but now he's like seamlessly part of the roster. It works so well.
And then you give him a Legends finisher.
Yes.
Give him the spike.
Give him the spike.
You get your thumb and you find that little soft part of your neck.
That has been the news. Thank you very much for watching. Do leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. We will be back later on as well for more wrestling news. I've been Jack. This has been Tom. And we'll see you very soon. Lovely.